Hey, it's Ash Manson, and the topic for today is WWE Cyber Sunday. Now, I already told you who I voted for, so now I'm going to tell you what I hope is going to happen and what I think is going to happen for the pay-per-view. The first match listed here is the Divas Halloween costume little contest thing. I didn't even read who's involved. I don't know. I don't care. Fuck off. Alright, the first thing you have to vote for here is Rey Mysterio versus Finlay. You choose the stipulation, whether it be a stretcher match, a shillelagh on a pole match, or a no DQ match. And like I mentioned before, shillelagh on a pole just seems lame, so it would be between stretcher and no DQ. And I would hope the fans are smart enough to realize that with a stretcher match you already have the no DQ rules. What I hope happens is that they choose a stretcher match and that Rey Mysterio wins, because I hope that he gets back into the main event status. And my prediction is actually the same. I'm relying on the fans being smart enough. I know that's dangerous with WWE fans, but yeah, I also predict that it's going to be a stretcher match and Rey will win. Alright, so the next match we have here is MVP versus Matt Hardy, and you choose the type of match, whether it be a boxing match, a traditional wrestling match, or an MMA or mixed martial arts match. Well, I'm hoping that it's an MMA match, not because I like it better, but just to change things up, because they have wrestled before and I just want to see what happens, and I hope that Matt Hardy wins. What I'm predicting is that they have a traditional wrestling match, more or less because Matt was advertising that that's what he wanted to be picked on his MySpace and whatnot. So I'm thinking the fans are going to comply. I think it's going to be a traditional wrestling match, and I think Matt is going to win to, you know that whole feud that they have, and Matt said that he's going to beat him so many times that eventually he's going to have to put the United States title on the line. So I'm definitely predicting that Matt's going to win in a normal wrestling match. The next match is Triple H versus Umaga. You pick the stipulation, whether it be a steel cage match, a first blood match, or a street fight. My hope is that it is a steel cage match and Triple H wins, and my prediction is exactly the same. Steel cage, Triple H wins. The reason why I hope that is because I hope Triple H gets back into the main event status where he belongs. Now we have the ECW Championship, CM Punk versus an opponent of your choosing. Your choices are Big Daddy V, The Miz, and John Morrison. Now, my hope is that John Morrison gets selected and CM Punk retains the title. In my prediction, I'm going to go worst case scenario here, because all the three of those guys are heels. So who would the marks have more of a reason to pick? And then I get to thinking Big Daddy V, they keep on, putting over the fact that Big Daddy V can squash CM Punk. They've been doing that on television, so I think the marks are going to vote Big Daddy V in because they want CM Punk to, rise above and overcome the odds, all that fucking bullshit. But like I said, I'm going worst case scenario. I think Big Daddy V is going to get voted in, unfortunately, and I think he's going to take the ECW title. I really, really hope that isn't the fucking case, but it looks like that's going to happen, and I really fucking hope I'm wrong. Anyway, speaking of really fucking hoping I'm wrong, World Heavyweight Championship. Undertaker versus Batista. You choose the referee, whether it be Mick Foley, JBL, or Stone Cold Steve Austin. As I mentioned before, I voted for Stone Cold, and as far as my hope goes, I hope that Stone Cold is chosen as a special guest referee, and I hope that Undertaker wins the World Heavyweight Championship, as much as I know it's not going to fucking happen. My prediction, and although JBL has been campaigning so hard to be chosen, you have to realize it's fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin. People are going to fucking vote for Stone Cold, whether he's been on television lately or not. I mean, he definitely trumps Foley. He's also not been on television. But my prediction, as far as what's going to happen, Stone Cold is going to get chosen as the special guest referee, and unfortunately, fucking worthless Batista is going to retain the title and continue his boring-ass fucking title reign. Alright, and the WWE Championship, the main event of the evening. Randy Orton versus you pick, whether it be Shawn Michaels, Jeff Hardy, or Mr. Kennedy. As I mentioned, I voted for Mr. Kennedy, and my hope is that Kennedy wins the poll and he wins the WWE Championship. Again, I know that's not going to fucking happen, unfortunately. What I believe is going to happen, and I think I'm like 95% sure of this, Shawn Michaels is going to win the poll, and by, Randy Orton's going to fucking retain the title. I don't think there's going to be a title change, but it's going to be screwy some way. They're not going to have him go cleanly over Shawn Michaels. Cyber Sunday kind of strikes me as a throwaway pay-per-view. The only thing that could redeem it is if Chris Jericho actually does make his return. Now, there's very strong conflicting points about this. There's these websites that are registered to, if you've read the fucking reports, you know what I'm talking about. A guy that's registered to someone within the WWE, I forgot the name, but saveus-222.com has a countdown going for, fucking when the Savior is coming, and it counts down to Cyber Sunday. However, the last Save Us 222 video said X29, which is October 29th, which is tomorrow on Raw. We might see Jericho back. Either way, he just really needs to fucking come back, because the WWE needs someone with charisma like him. I'm not really expecting him to come back tonight. I'd like to see it, but I'm not expecting it. I'm hoping tomorrow, but I know not to hold my breath on anything with WWE. I'm not trying to bash WWE so much, it's just they have a tendency to let me down. But I am still looking forward to this. I want to see what's going to happen, and I really hope that they prove me wrong. The pay-per-view's in a little under 3 hours. Don't know when I'm going to get this uploaded. Probably, I don't know, it takes YouTube a while sometime, but you're watching it right fucking now, so you know! So whatever, fuck it, I'm out of here. See you later.